shine like Misery's beautiful bald head. Let's find out with our casters for game number 2. It is Beakyop and Black.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Nomad. That interesting throw over. It's looking pretty Spirit favored, but I'm always hoping for 5 games. So whether it happens now or later, I kind of want Tundra to win this one. I like when you can beat the doubters. It's always a good feeling, right, Black?
It is, but it's also not very easy, unfortunately. Like the draft looks, once again, you have 1 stun, maybe 2 if Doom takes Centaur and then gets it, but none of that is reliable again. They don't have a Bane, they don't have a DK, no Sanking. Like, look at the amount of stuns on the Spirit side.
I'm an immaterial,
it looks really scary, you know?
Girl.
Yeah.
It looks really scary. Yeah, I don't know. It's
30 seconds to battle.
stuns win Dota. I gotta go with Spirit again.
It's very hard to get behind a team that doesn't really have a lot of stuns. Maybe they're relying on potentially an early blink from 33 where they use the Vendetta to get that like vision, blink, Infernal Blade with the Impale to follow it up, but that's only one combo that's going to get you so much, you know? Other than that, what do they really have to offer? Seems quite tough for them.
I mean, of course, there is still the fact that they do have 2 quote-unquote counters to the PA, which is the Razor in the early mid-game with the Link plus BKB, and the Doom with that Aghanims in late game, but if the PA just gets completely out of control, his counters won't matter because he's too big.
So any of these lanes really sticking out at you?
Well, the PA lane has to go very well for the PA, because if the Doom just free farms like he has in that other series, then he will have that Aghanims way too fast, and PA is in potentially a lot of trouble. So I think that is the most important lane for Spirit, actually.
It's mid DK, as we see Makoshka get lit up a little bit. We don't really see DK mid too often. This felt like a staple, one of those heroes that you'd fall back on. You know, I don't know what I really want to play in the matchup. DK, well, his passive's good enough where I can kind of just rely on that, feel comfortable in the lane, and get some sort of semblance of a farm where I don't exactly get destroyed in any matchup.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, he's gotten nerfed a little bit. Like his passive, at least, like -1 HP region on all levels, I believe. -4 HP region, even like -1, -2, -3, -4. So it's actually quite a big nerf, but it's still a strong laner. It's still a very strong and easy hero to play, right? Break for the push towers, point blank stun, very strong. I'm a big fan of it.
That was a big staple everywhere. It's one of those heroes in the Chinese region that I was just like, if it all went all in is doubt in the mid lane, you just go for the DK.
Yeah, it's just always solid, right? Has a nuke, has good right click, can scale late game. Got it all. It's like the most cookie cutter Dota hero, probably.
Seems like it. Ooh, Spike Carapace not going to land, but the Impale does. Yatoro getting a little aggressive on that one. A Stifling Dagger onto 33. Has to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, it's really not an easy lane to kill on here, actually.
Getting low again. Plasma Field is out. Mira in an interesting position to break this Aphotic Shield and look to get the kill, but he's inside the Sandstorm, and it will be Collapse who gets credit for the first blood.
He most certainly ate the cheese right there. Yeah, a little bit over-aggressive. Was one of those fairy fights. And yeah, that first blood is very important for the Sanking. It means his Veil is going to come so much faster.
No real exceeding difference between these lanes in the moment in terms of CS. Meanwhile, you've got Mira who just kind of sacrifices himself to the tier 2 tower. No one's really pulling away, right?
Yeah, mid lane is looking a little scary right now, though. He's very low and he has no regen left. Oh, gotta ferry out something quickly.
It's all about the Dragon's Blood.
Yeah, he didn't skill level 2, surprisingly. He actually only has 1 level into it right now.
And now he's gone level 4, puts the 2nd level in Dragon Blood. So 1-1-2. Now in that 6 health regen, 6 armor.
Yeah.
But it certainly could use a little bit more.
Yeah,
more
especially
regen.
now that Quap comes back with decent amount of mana, and the runes are about to spawn as well.
Is it worth it value-wise to just get a stun to get one deny? Like you're stunning Quap, using a decent chunk of mana, you get one deny. Maybe it misses another. Maybe 9 misses another CS, but is it entirely worth it?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if it's a range creep. If it's a melee creep, it's somewhat debatable, I guess. But range creep, 100% worth it. Because you won't really be using that mana for anything else for a long time.
No gold for you.
So water runes picked up on both sides by Tundra. Toronto Tokyo still left without those runes, and not like he's holding onto a bottle anyway, but he's now gone second level into the Breathe Fire at level 5.
Yeah, and still sitting very low all the time. Like, he's gonna bring in some more regen if he doesn't want to commit to the level 3 Dragon Blood.
Inkswell on Nefata, it's actually a lot of damage, down to about half health, looking to get the courier. Thinks about taking the step forward, but then thinks otherwise. Does Quap make the rotation to try and get this kill? No, he's not going to come top to maybe kill the Grimstroke.
Nah, he has a very good grip on the mid lane right now. I don't think he wants to give that up.
Meanwhile, Toronto Tokyo trying to stack that camp over to the side to make sure that he can pick up a little bit more farm as he's falling behind a little bit here in terms of CS. Only by 5. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, Razor's game is actually pretty slow, surprisingly. Like, he's over 500 net worth behind the Sand King right now.
Collapse to get that first blood, so he sits in a pretty decent position. Nightmare out onto the Nyx assassin, looking to get this kill with the right clicks, but Snaking, we get the stick off, and now Miposhka, can he survive Fairy Fire? And well, gets the brain sap, survives a little bit longer, and will eventually go down to the tower.
Yeah, but Doom is having a fantastic lane. It's exactly what Tundra need. Not actually going into the fast Midas, but rather the face boots. And mid lane has to be so careful now. Sonic Wave is online. That health that you have right now will just disappear in a second.
Swell on Nefata again. Would you prefer that he goes into the Midas after these phase boots? Like, is it something that's just a necessity coming into this game?
I mean, I kind of like what he did with the face boots. Because he can actually pressure the PA out of the lane. He has the armor aura from the Wildkin and the Ring of Protection. He's going to be sitting at, what, 14 armor on a Doom? That's massive. Like, he can actually pressure the PA now. So, like, I always like it when teams prioritize aggression over just greediness or second top.
Yeah, Bro Strike
should be fine.
On a Fada, Stroke of Fate, slowing them both down. Skitter and Fada can't keep up with the SK.
Yeah. It's always better to gain more net worth by denying the enemy net worth, right? It's basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so aggression is the way to go.
Radiant's top tower.
Skitter's got this ult, but he doesn't have any mana left.
Oh, might be dead here.
Veil, Burrow Strike, Inkswell all popping. They're looking for the high 5. Collapse now has himself a second kill.
Yeah, like, Skeeter had like a perfect series, the last 2, but in this series in particular, he's getting tested, man.
Radiant are
At
scared.
9 even TP top to try to kind of alleviate some pressure of him, but can't be found. But he's using a new line? Must be a mistake.
That's one of the things too. You were talking about how 9 didn't really want to move over because he had a strong grasp on the lane. Now he's moved over. It gives DK a bit of an opening, and he's got just about as much net worth as 9 does.
Yeah, and he found the Ocean Heart, the perfect mid lane item. 10 HP region in the water. Good luck getting this guy out of the lane now.
Thinking about the epicenter, and Burrow Strike short on Skitter. Is it even going to matter? The Inkswell lands. They've got the silence onto the Razor. Fada's here with the Aphotic Shield, so making him a little bit more survivable, but there goes the Sandstorm. Now he's got the Static Link Collapse. Once he missed that Burrow Strike, this became a little bit dangerous, and Skitter doesn't want to commit inside the Sandstorm. Now Collapse has Burrow Strike. Plasma Field gets killed. Toronto Tokyo, though, will get the life of Skitter, and now move on over to Fada. Inkswell pops. It's Mira who gets credit for the kill. So 2 more up towards top. They do lose collapse for it, but then otherwise 9 goes down and use that sonic wave. Got rid of drive, snaking with the impale, so he'll at least trade that out. But kills all over the map for both teams.
Yeah, I would say pretty even trade overall, but the big winner, the Doom, he is closing on Midas, and he is the winning condition against the PA. So it's still okay, I think, for Tundra, what just happened. But the Razor, big problem. Like, his net worth is super low. He has no game right now.
Razor is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, even Quap's game is kind of slowed down as well. They'll have to find a good fight soon.
We were just talking about how it was just about even in terms of mid lane net worth, but all of a sudden Toronto Tokyo goes up towards top and he's leading by a couple 100 gold over the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, gets a kill, gets a tower. It's a big net worth swing. I'm wondering if they're going to play around the Doom at all or not, because he's a very strong hero, probably the strongest hero they have right now. So
he is going to the Midas after the phase boots.
Yeah,
he's just about got it.
He's massive. I mean, a 10 Midas face is, and soaring too. That's big, very big.
Top of the net worth by a couple 100.
Yeah, and it's only going to get bigger once that Midas comes in.
You have done a great service.
Sentry there by Mira, cleaning up some Ob's vision.
Yeah.
Nine taking a lot of damage here from Toronto Tokyo, who's got the Elder Dragon form back up.
Yeah.
Well, wondering whether or not 33 is going to move off the lane, especially after this Midas. He's got Doom available, and now Plasma Field, Mira in some trouble. The static link is there. The Inkswell pops, but it won't save his life.
Yeah, at least he denied the rune, but probably not worth his life. And yeah, Dragon Form committed mid lane. Has to be a bit careful though, there's a lot of healers around. Even the Nyx level 6 as well, do they have a sentry? They don't right now. You can actually get blown up.
They have Fiend's Grip ready over bottom with Miposhka. Collapse TP'd bottom to go into the trees. They're looking to get a kill here on a 33 who's keeping himself on the other side of the lane. Wisely so, kind of having his senses go off.
Yeah, setting up on a catapult.
Snaking's got the Vendetta too, so he might be able to catch the vision that pops him out. And now Sentry down, but Collapse shows himself.
Yeah, very patient play by 33. No need to risk anything really. Like when you have this amount of net worth,
Dire's middle tower
they are definitely looking to kill you.
And they're bringing over 2 more heroes. Fada's going to come through, and then they've also got 9. 9 comes into the Sandstorm. They don't get anything yet. The Shadow Strike on a Miposhka, but he blinked past them, and that may have botched them potentially getting these kills in this lane. But they brought all 5 heroes down towards bottom, and they want to go for this. But the Silence, the Fiends Grip, the Inkswell, all on a 9. He gets stunned up. He's not in trouble. Mira's the one who ends up going down in the epicenter, misses, and so does the Burrow Strike. Another missed Burrow Strike by Collapse that probably misses out on a kill. They'll kill off Miposhka with the Sonic Wave and kill off Collapse. A bit of a misplay there by Spirit overall, and Tundra come out ahead on that engagement.
Yeah, like rare misplay by Collapse. He probably wanted to, like, I think he jumped in without vision and just wanted to stun like the entire team or something, but could have definitely killed the Quap there.
Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, just playing. Got the haste.
Haste turn.
Yeah. At least a lot of space for PA, right?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, you could say that. Still needs to get to the Battle Fury.
Yeah. And mid tower, do they have TPs on Tundra? Most of them do, but they don't seem to be defending mid lane. Maybe we can get cheeky deny.
Dire's
No.
middle tower
Isn't
has
it
fallen.
magical, Papa?
I will eat 9. Look at that
So they
smoke.
Can't get anything out of that smoke.
Might be able to get a Nyx Assassin. See him now, and
He's got Vendetta, but Burrow Strike sentries are down. Multiple sentries. They've got the vision. They'll get the kill.
yeah, making it look easy peasy. Doom though, his BKB is very close. This is the recipe away.
just looking to farm up that gold for the recipe. About 13.5 minutes in, and about 1,000 gold away from that Battle Fury here for the Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't ban out the Doom if they were going for the last pick PA, because it's really like the only offlaner that puts PA on a timer. And well, that's something I have to deal with now, but yeah, a little bit surprised by that.
What do you think, what kind of timer is it putting on in terms of like minutes, or is it items more so?
Items, like you're probably still gonna see the normal build-up. Oh, Toronto Tokyo, wow!
Visibility.
Oh, nice Impale Dodge.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You still go for like this Shiva's Blink, everything, right? But once you get into the Axe Scepter after that, it is near impossible to play PA. If you get doomed, you don't crit, you have no evasion. You do nothing, basically.
Radiant are
So
scanning.
smoke used, 4 heroes smoked on the side of Spirit. They're gonna potentially look onto the high ground. Fada might break the smoke. He didn't move forward enough. And Snake King will be the one who breaks it this time. So they know that he's right there. The rest of the team, they back off. They don't break their smoke just yet. Only Toronto Tokyo does. There's 5 heroes towards the bottom end of this map for Tundra. Need to be careful on Spirit about how they move, as Tundra seemed to be ready for this one and could probably have some reinforcements if they were to go in this bottom lane with both the Queen of Pain and Nyx Assassin there.
Yeah. Space for the PA again, though. Nyx invis for still like 3 seconds. No.
Battle Fury on the way to Yatoro.
Yeah, but Razor recovered nicely. He has his BKB and 500 gold. Doom almost has his... He already has his BKB, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going out.
He's so rich.
He is really climbing the net worth, and by climbing, I mean climbing his difference between him and the second person on the net worth list. And this is 2 BKBs, certainly a big timing for Tundra if they want to make a move.
Yeah, I think it's a very good time to make a move as well. Maybe after
OGA?
BKB of Razor. Carapace? No, he's down there.
Dust, Burrow Strike away, trying to find some distance. 33 going through the trees, pops the BKB early. Oh boy, that was an opportunity wasted by Tundra.
Yeah. It's the pink top, they want to catch the PA.
And oh, 9!
Oh. You know what he wanted to do, like push him into the Nyx Assassin as the ping, but just very slightly off, unfortunately.
The eardrums are safe for now.
Not ours, but PA's, yeah.
It's true.
Do you only hear a sound if you're in the wave? Because arguably it might have been louder, right?
No, behind the cone, it wouldn't hurt as much.
But if you're right next to it, I guess, yeah.
It'd still hurt.
Yeah. It should do like damage around her, right?
No. The cone's enough. Stop. Don't give Ice Frog ideas.
Oh, careful there, careful there. Still waiting there. Doom is still waiting there. He's got the Bane back up though.
A couple of misplays by Tundra that kind of allows Spirit to have some time here, because they're not going to go in without the BKB available on the Doom, which comes back up, but they also don't have the Sonic Wave. So yeah, they can find maybe a pick-off, but it's not the full-fledged fight that maybe Tundra would have liked, and that gives Yatoro time to farm with this Battle Fury. He's almost into the Yasha.
Yeah, but at least all the cores of Tundra are also farming pretty decently. And also, you know, they needed to make a misplay because of what previously happened. Like TSpirit made a big misplay as well. You want to have a good game, right? So you're gonna make an even amount of mistakes.
Right. Beam up the 10K mark, but you can see he was about 2,000 ahead of where the next person was a couple of minutes ago, and you can see DK and Phantom Assassin, both Toronto Tokyo and Yatoro, climbing and catching up to this Doom.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Question is, how quickly can the PA catch up, and how quickly are we going to see Yatoro maybe even look to fight? He's waiting on that Manta, and then he's going into the Lincolns next to keep himself a little bit safe from the Doom.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, it's also decent against the static link of the Razor. It blocks that as well. It's a pretty good link inside him. It's just a question whether he has enough damage in his team. Bot lane, Razor.
Bottom lane with the double link swell. They've got themselves the ulti from the Grimstroke. Collapse, though. He's going to leave with the BKB being popped here by the Razor.
That was decent-ish close. 400 HP, I guess not super close.
Worthy tribute.
Yeah, and DK is just popping form of cooldown. Ooh, Razor was so close.
Who just gave him the no ping?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, at least he did have the Abaddon behind him, right? So he's never really in any trouble there. And yeah, it looks like Spirit is just fine, farming away.
Dire's top tower is
farm.
under attack.
Have they used the Doom yet? No.
Still off cooldown.
Dire are scanning.
Right now it's just omnipresent.
Right?
I don't think so. I think it's just been omnipresent this whole time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. 5 heroes top here from Spirit. Gonna make a big play. Who's gonna get caught?
God, all 5 heroes.
Oh, they don't know.
33. There's the blink stun, throw strike to follow it up, and a quick kill on a 33 who is unable to get the BKB off.
Yeah, you could put a BKB that. I guarantee it.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Yeah, that is unfortunate to not get the BKB. Oh, that was damage, almost enough.
Yeah.
And they're in a row.
They're just going to the pit. Yeah.
They're gonna try and make this happen.
Yeah, most farm 0 down for a long time. Should be a freebie.
So should be Aegis going into their hands. You do see some of Tundra starting to converge over in their jungle, but the question is whether or not they're going to be in time. They'll go to the Vendetta. 9 coming over. They're going to need to get in quick. Dust used early. There's the Aegis onto the ground. They'll get it for Yatoro. The BKB is going to be popped here by Toronto Tokyo. Skidder looking to move over and in. He's got his BKB hit by a stifling dagger, and that will stifle his advancement.
Whenever you see that crit, all the blood coming out, you're like, ah! I better not go. Always Manta done now on PA, so he's at least reasonably farmed. But yeah, the Doom is still the big one. After the Shivas, we're really looking at his Aghalim's timing. One steps up, PA.
Oh, wow.
Are they smoking up? They are.
Yeah, they're 5-man smoke. They're still looking to fight this.
Yeah, if they catch the support from the behind. Oh, they're going the other way. No, that would have been such a good fight for them.
Dire's
Would have been
top
perfect for
tower
them.
is under attack.
Like both supports were so exposed behind this tree line.
They can still come back up.
We torch ourselves though.
Nightmare surviving, potentially an epicenter from Collapse. He's got the Inkswell on him, looking for a target. There's the Burrow Strike into the next assassin with the BKB being popped by 33. They've got the Dust Inferno Blade, and you kind of played yourself there, Collapse, and he ends up going down to Snake King. The entire team for Tundra was there. Inferno Blade in time on Amira. They will catch this Grimstroke and get themselves 2.
Bloody murder.
So BKB by Skidder.
Oh, he can't
Plasma Field doesn't land, and Mapushka TPs. No! Just in the last second.
How did you get vision there? The Plasma Field was not there.
I thought he got out.
And that's some, like, entering hacker mode. Wait, DK is Invis there.
I know he doesn't have BKB, but who does he have to help? Meanwhile, they're going after Yatoro over bottom. He needs to be careful. Sonic Wave, Yatoro low. He still has this Aegis, so they're chasing to get the first life out of his hands, and they will. They've got the static link up top as well as the Doom onto the Dragon Knight, so 2-pronged fights happening as they're going to have PA up again, and Yatoro won't be chased a second time.
Yeah, they don't have the damage without the Doom and the Razor there. But still, getting that Aegis out means that he has to farm much more passively now. And we haven't really seen a lot of Lincoln Spheres win games, have we?
Not really, but that's also with a bit of a different build-up, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like pretty defensive, right? Like Manta into Lincolns, that's always the build it goes back to. And I really gotta say, I don't dig it.
Yeah, maybe not the best build, but you still do have damage potentially with that crit, right?
Oh, Skita! No, he was. How did they see him? Everyone's hacking.
Oh, wow, they got him. Collapse gets the kill. They have the Nightmare out on a Snake King. Mira moving forward. There's the Soul Bind. Double Fiend's Grip. But, oh, that's going to go away. They've got themselves the borrowed time. They'll start to run, and nobody here to follow this up from the side of TSpirit. Both supports, though, pushing back the side of Tundra.
Yeah, how did they see the Razor in there? What?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What's happening, Become?
Dire's
Both teams have global vision. I don't know if you read this update, but...
Oh, the Fog of War is a concept. No longer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not sure we're going to try and pick the top tier too. He does do some decent building damage here, and nobody rotating over to stop this, so it kind of looks like it's a free tier 2.
Yeah, without Razor. Oh, yes, you say that. The old Doom is the ping in.
And backdoor came up for a second. Doom for 42 seconds.
Yeah, didn't give the tower up 100%, but like 90%. Still pretty scarily low.
It's just once I said something
I'll take your
that they went top. I cursed it.
You ruined it.
The immediate reaction to me saying, nobody's protecting top.
It's really funny to see Toronto Tokyo just pop Dragon Form off cooldown, just farming with it.
He's going AC next, so he's already got the Hyperstone component of it.
Yeah, he's big. He's big. And PA finally overtook that Doom for the top 1 spot.
And that's not even with 33 having a lot of deaths. He's only died once in this game. So his farm with the Devour as well as the Midas, not enough to maintain his net worth lead over the Phantom Assassin that's been going around the map with the Battle Fury.
Yeah, but at least the Crop also found her way back into the game. So that's very good for them. I'm wondering if Doom is going to go straight into the Axe Scepter or Shiva's first. Because you could just go Axe straight away.
Right now he's got the Plate Mail, which is always good.
Yeah, you need
whether or not you're going to finish the Shivas first or the Ags, I think just having that extra armor is a great feeling for you. So you have the component to go into the Shivas. You can make the decision on whether or not you want the Ags to finish it. Does have that shard.
Yeah, it's so hard to call when they don't have anything queued up because you're obviously not in their brain. But
well, I think for the most part we have the right to items in his mindset, right? You'd assume that that's what he wants to be going for.
Yeah, but it's gonna make a big difference whether it's Axe first or after Shiva's, right?
Right.
And there's almost AC done now on the Dragon Knight as well, so
is under attack.
More Mind's Armor.
He's just a Plate Mail away. Only a 3k lead. Like Tundra, they've made a couple of mistakes, but so have Spirit. I think they've left a lot on the table here for Spirit, where those early kills, especially the ones that they could have gotten with Collapse over bottom and in the top lane, might have allowed Tundra a bit more time and space in this game.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. But at this point, really, okay, finishing his Shiva's guard first. I still think I favor Dire quite a bit in late game. Like, they just have this really strong tri-core. But then again, you're playing against Bane Grimstroke. That is so scary as well.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, the double Fiend's Grip, which hasn't exactly been the biggest problem for them, but certainly can be a problem later on.
Yeah, but then again, they have a Baron as well, right? Who is a pretty hard Bane counter.
Dire's bottom tower.
So, yeah, it's just gonna come down to who outplays who in a late game scenario, really.
And maybe a couple of lucky percentages on the crits for Yatoro.
It's not luck.
50% is not luck, it's skill.
Every 6th hit? Yep. And sometimes you get 2 in a row.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Or none.
Oh yeah, or 0. That's usually my go-to, is just get 0. Aether Lens now for the Grimstroke, so that'll allow him to sit a little bit further back in these fights. Both him and the Bane have the Aether Lens, so they don't exactly have to put themselves in a bit of a rough situation when it comes to positioning. The problem does become, do they find themselves trying to position so off the fight that someone like Snake King does find them, which was something that was possible in the fight if they took it up towards top.
Yeah, like they definitely need to disperse a little bit better because positioning is so key. Like the supports are absolutely necessary.
Burst Strike comes in, a little look after Fada, but he's got the borrowed time. The silence comes through, the blinking from 9. That's going to get the silence on Amir with the BKB popping around the Queen of Pain. They go after Yatro, they're looking for the Doom. They're coming from the Soul Mine on to 2. Now Yatro gets out. The Lincolns ends up getting popped. They were looking for a way to pop that Lincolns. The blink away from collapse. Plasma Field doesn't land. On the other side of the fight, though, they've got the Sleep as well as the Fiend's Grip. They'll get the kill on the Snake King as well as Fada. These heroes now need to TP out, and Tundra are out of there. They lose both their supports.
Yeah, they were way too tunnel visioned on trying to get the Doom on the PA. Like he pump faked the Doom 4 or 5 times. Wait, this is really fast rotation bottom. They're looking at this Skitter. He has refresher or BKB though. They use it again.
Fail the damage, the refresher, the crit. I think 1300 on that last shot.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man. They want to doom up Yatro, so he's in a little bit of trouble. They've got the heroes out on a Snake King, but it's not looking like they're going to be able to save themselves. The Phantom Assassin, 9 moving in, Burrow Strike onto 3. Toronto Tokyo now without the Elder Dragon form. Then they have the Inferno Blade out on the Sand King. They have the stun through on the Doom. They'll take out 33. The blink in. That's with the shard. That's got the silence on a Toronto Tokyo as well as collapse. They can't escape. They get the kill on a collapse. They look over at Snake King lands the impale onto the Dragon Knight, and again the silence onto Mira, trying to stop this Grimstroke from making anything happen. And with the Mistcoil, they'll end up going off Mira. Toronto Tokyo pops the BKB, gets the Breeze Fire out on a Snake King to get the kill there onto the Nyx Assassin. Again, a blink with the silence. Maposhka trying to run. He gets the Brain Sap popping the borrowed time on Fada, but Maposhka dies to 9. 9 blinks over, looking for Toronto Tokyo, who's still without this Elder Dragon form for 10 seconds. But, well, he ends up surviving and backing away.
Whew. That was back and forth snaking. At least bought back and died again. It's a good thing for Spirit, but yeah, like PA just a little bit too deep after that kill. Like he tried to take the tower as well. A little bit too greedy. What a Groon. Oh, popped it. Yeah, ends up paying the price for it. But still, like, you can see how fast Spirit is, right? Like they kill top, instant TP bottom, kill that Razor. And he needs armor badly on the Razor. Plate mail. Needs to come in right away. And it's actually in the Korea. Okay, nice.
That's really needing that because you can see how much damage can happen so quickly there from Yatoro.
They're setting up top again. Want the Razor once more.
They know there's no Doom.
Yeah, but of course, he won't get caught out there.
The thing that Tundra did well, especially 9, I think really salvaged that fight. He was able to get on the supports, and this shard has proven to be very clutch for them. The silences are big, and when they find Maposhka, they'll have the impale, they'll get the kill. This is right by the Roach Pit if they want to make the move in, but they'll buy back on this Maposhka Bane, making sure that they don't get the confidence to go for that.
Yeah, also the Daira heroes are actually not that good at Roshan. Doom is on cooldown for only 10 more seconds. They have to be a little careful here. What about the refresher? Also 10 seconds.
In the pit. They don't have a sentry to stop.
Wait, no way. They're such
I'm a little surprised.
Can't be happening.
By Carapace, Plasma Field, there's the impale. They're looking for this. They've got the BKB. Yatoro trying to survive with the Banter, but he ends up getting taken out. Snake King falls. It's a 1-for-1. They've got the duel on this Dragon Knight, but Toronto Tokyo trying to fight with the refresher being popped by Skitter. He's got the static link. They'll get the kill to Toronto Tokyo. They'll also take out Mira. 3 heroes dead on the side of Team Spirit. The blink forward going for Maposhka, and one more shot from Skitter to get the kill. He's dead after buying back. Collapse can only hide in his Sandstorm. The Aegis is picked up by the Queen of Pain. This is all going Millhouse for Tundra right now as they even it back up, but they've got the epicenter as well as the Burrow Strike on 33. War stop, but he's in the Sandstorm. They'll get the kill. Collapse at least get something back. Skitter comes over with Fada. They just don't have the vision for this to go after the Sand King.
I cannot believe they had no sentry in the pit against the Nyx Assassin. What is that madness? It's like not putting a sentry there against the TA. Well, at least that means even the team like Spirit makes very basic mistakes, right? It's a good news for everybody else.
They do bleed. The question is, will they bleed enough for it to make a difference?
I mean, that's a massive swing into the favor of Tundra. Massive, massive, massive. Sand King just sitting in the sandstorm for like the last 3-4 minutes. But a sentry down though.
Carapace, sentry down, looking for collapse. Is the control there? Yule's up into the air. And eventually Soulbind, but Mira now caught out of position. They've got the borrowed time. The plasma field comes out. Yatro trying to make something happen. Stifling dagger, the right click's in on a skitter. They might need to rethink this. Impale lands. They've got the static link onto the illusions. Yatro blinks away. And we'll use that Phantom Strike to get some distance. They had the Nightmare onto 9. And he also used that Fiend's Grip. He did. And now they've got the Sonic Wave, which pushes Yatro back into the hands of this dire side. They have the Impale. They landed on the Yatro. They get the kill on the Phantom Assassin. They buy back on Collapse as well as Mira. They've got the Shivas coming around the back. They're looking to get the kill on a Collapse. They'll end up losing Fada. Down goes Skitter to the Stroke of Fate coming through from Mira. The BKB's get bombed by 33. He's on the run, but there's the blink in with the silence. Queen of Pain a little bit of form. But
he's going
in. Impale lands from Snake King. Gets the kill on a Mira. The Inkswell pops, but there's only the first life down on the hands of this Queen of Pain. 9 needs to blink out. Can they land the Burrow Strike? Not in time. Epicenter committed. Burrow Strike short. Collapse again. Comes up short on this and is another ult wasted by this Sand King.
Yeah, things not going the way of Spirit here at all. Very well played by Tundra. Like, the 9 is playing this team fight so well here. He's dealing so much damage, keeps jumping in supports. He still has his Aegis, so I don't really want to commit for him. But if they don't, the support just left to die. That's exactly what happened. Like, support after support just died. He just went into the base. Nobody cared. Great Sonic Wave also to push Yatoro out of the base. Kill him off as well. And yeah, like, he is the real carry of the team right now. Like, Razor is just there as a little distraction. Like, hit me, guys. My crop is not that scary, I promise.
I have a refresher. I must be doing everything right.
But you can see what I mean with his item build on the PA, right? Like, he feels very ineffective. Like, he doesn't have a BKB, so basic stunts will always get through to him anyways, and the damage is very lacking. Like, I really hate this Manta Lincoln's build.
And it feels very reliant on percentages. Has a basher, has, the crit. Gotta hope that those percentages line up.
Yeah, it's another smoke movement, but can't find anything. Also, something we didn't talk about, the quad now is a double Lincolns. So stunning him is going to be so difficult.
God, he's already level 26. That's wild. Shiva's blinking it again. They've got the silence. Mira in trouble. Mira dead. They're going to blink back on Toronto, Tokyo, but now Phantom Assassin stunned up and trying to run. Phantom Strike. They go the other way. They actually get juked for a second. Yatro has the Phantom Strike once more, but he has to be wise about where he's going to go to. And he goes to the creep wave, but the Plasma Field hits. He's silent, or not silent, he's slow for a second. Has the Manta with the Lotus Orb, gets away. There's the Sonic Wave to kill off Yatro. No buyback. Maboshka drops 2. 3 heroes dead without buyback. They've got the Yules out on a Collapse, and Collapse silence killed off and dead. Triple kill there for 9. Godlike. Can anybody kill him?
I mean, I think it's mighty time to either address that crop way better, like counter it directly, or just get it out of the game. Like, every time 9 gets his hands on the hero, this is what it looks like. 13-1-10. Like, he's just destroying again.
Radiant's middle
now he's building into Bloodthorn. Once that's up, good luck playing PA.
Ooh, Toronto, Tokyo, Lincoln's popped.
Oh, he's a Lincoln's too. What's up with his item lately?
A lot of gold spent on defense.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Which isn't even great defense, to be honest. One, like, Shadow Strike and it's pop.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Even just a Mist Color or a Mana Burn will pop it too.
Shiva's jump in. Toronto, Tokyo. There's the Lincoln's popped, and they've got the Doom. They'll get the kill. No way he gets out of this one. And with Mira stepping up again, he's dead too. Toronto, Tokyo's dead for 90 seconds. They've got PA up in 9. I guess it's a question of whether or not Tundra are going to push all the way through. They still have a tier 1 up in the top lane. But long timers may just give them the confidence to finish this off.
This might just be game. Like, they're so far behind now against a superior late game lineup. Boom, refresher online. Yeah, I don't know what Spirit does at this point. They have no damage. DK has no damage. PA has no damage. They're too survivable.
7 seconds for Collapse. Another minute without this DK. DK no gold for buyback, and now you've got the Bloodthorn on 9. He's level 27. The Lincolns gets popped. He's also got that spell block,
which is also popped right now.
Yeah, both are down for the moment, but I don't know if that's even going to matter.
Middle tower has fallen.
Both up.
And they're going to go for the throne. 8 seconds till they have Miro looking potentially for the epicenter. It's going to be the epicenter as well as the burrow strike coming through onto the Razor. Now Razor, plasma field, BKB's popped around the horn. They get the cone of Bushka. They'll take the bait. Bane's not going to survive much longer after will go down collapse. So 2-0 is gone and GG is called. Tundra even the series up at 1. And a very well played comeback there by Tundra.